Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we have this position. It is white to move and surprisingly win. Yes, because it actually looks like only one piece is not enough to win the game, but in this exact position it is. And it's up to you to find how. So for example, in this position we cannot move this knight. The reason for that, the king is going to be able to escape to g8 and then run away. Yes, we can take both of these two pawns, but then the king will go to the center, and then there will be no checkmate for us. But we need to checkmate. So of course we don't move the knight because the knight controls. Sorry about that. The knight controls both of these two squares, and the king controls this square. So all we have to do is just to move the king to g3. We cannot move up because the king will be able to run. We don't want that. We play king to g3, and then it's up to black to play. As you can see right now, the king is cornered and must remain cornered. Now black can move any of these two pawns. It doesn't really matter which one it starts first. Like for example f6, and then we try to waste time. Yes, we just like to waste time until he has no legal moves, and then we can try to figure out how to checkmate the black king. So he plays h6. Black king to f1. We're just wasting time. We want these two pawns not to be able to move again. So he plays either f5 or it doesn't matter, king to f2. We just repeat moves. As long as his king cannot move, we're totally fine. He plays h5 or he plays f4, it doesn't matter. And now in this position we can still play king to f1, still repeat moves. Now he plays, for example, either f4 or h4, still the same thing. h4 we don't take because he is able to run. So after, for example, f4 or h4, it doesn't matter, we just repeat the exact same move here until this pawn is unable to move and this pawn is one square away from the king, so which going to be on h3. So for example, he plays h4, we still wait, we play king to f1. Once he's going to be only one move away from stalemating the game, then and only then we move the knight. So for example, in this position, the only move that actually works here for white, you can pause to find it, that is knight to e5. See, the idea behind knight to e5, that first of all his king is unable to escape, because after king to h2 we play king to f2, and as you can see we are still cornering the king here. Now he has many moves. He has this move f3, which after f3 I don't think we can play this one because it's going to be a draw. Because after a king here, we have to make a move, and if we move the king, this will be the result of a stalemate or a draw. So, after he pushes to f3, we don't take the pawn. We play knight to g4 check. The only move for black is to go here, play king to h1, and now, you obviously saw this move, and it is king to f1. Here, black can do two things. Either play h2 and checkmate himself right away, or play this move f2, and here we just play knight takes f2, giving him a check, forcing him to go up. He should not be able to go here and escape, because then we have to sack the knight for the pawn and it's going to be a draw. Instead, we stop black from going here. We play knight to e4, controlling the square. Now he's forced to go back, and now we don't move back, the king will be able to escape, so we play king to f2. Now here he got two options. Either h2 and lose the game on the spot, or play king to h2. After king to h2, now what would we play? Because we cannot play knight to g3, it will be stalemate. And we cannot waste time with another move like this back, because he's just going to keep doing this until it's going to be a stalemate. So the move is knight to d2. See, after knight to d2, the only legal move for black here is to play king to h1. Okay, after king to h1, we don't play knight to f3. He's going to play this, and then it's going to be a draw. Instead, we play the brilliant, really beautiful move, knight to f1. See, stopping black from going to h2, and he cannot move the king, the only legal move for him is to play h2 and then lose the game with a checkmate. Hope you like this video. Thank you for watching.